is Ashley here for the A Cherry on Top design team. It is December 1st and we are hosting our monthly YouTube hop. This month's theme is favorite traditions. And so like many people, we bake every Christmas, usually a couple weeks beforehand. And then, we just freeze whatever we don't eat right then and there, so that it's ready for Christmas. But I am using the Christmas baking cut file from A Cherry on Top. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I cut mostly just the baking words, and I didn't cut the whole Christmas word. When I cut it from a piece of pattern paper, it was actually from, I think it was Bella Boulevard. It's one where it's pattern on one side and ombre on the other, and it was kind of this corally pink, which kind of matches the collection, or pale pink I should say. I was trying to find a pretty pink to use, and I had a lot of like bubblegum pink, which is not the pink that's in this collection. So I really had to dig to find kind of just a plain solid color. And I found this really pretty ombre, and I thought that would be fun. So I have that backed, and I actually, I forgot to tell you what collection I'm using. I am using the Holly Jolly Holiday from Crepe Paper. It came out last year, I believe. And there's still quite a bit left in the Cherry shop, so if you really like that this collection, you can snag some of that there. I wanted to use these thickers that come with the collection, which are still available on the Cherry shop, to write the word Christmas. So that's why I cut that word off of the cut file. So I have that done, and then you saw that I didn't show a lot of it, I backed this film strip also from the Cherry shop. This is probably one of my most used cut files that I've used of theirs. I can't remember if they come in like a pack. I want to say they come in like a 3-pack of different like styles. But anyway, so I used that and I cut that out of craft cardstock. And then my idea was to have that film strip on the bottom, the Christmas baking cut file / thickers in the middle. And then I'm going to use a ton of these ephemera pieces to decorate mostly the top and then throughout the bottom and the middle portion. Unfortunately, this thicker, or this die cut pack is not available in the Cherry shop anymore. It was pretty recently, which is when I purchased it. But they do have the 6x12 cardstock stickers available, which has a lot of similar items or images that I'm going to be using. So they're not exactly the same, but there are some that are similar. And then they also have a lot of pattern paper left. They have the 12x12 pattern paper pack. And also, if you're wondering, that pattern that I used behind the word baking is actually from the Crepe Paper's Mittens and Mistletoe collection. I didn't have the 6x8 pad for this Holly Jolly holiday collection, so obviously Crepe Paper is awesome, and they use a lot of the same color palettes, so I just pulled that one out excuse me, and found one that 6x8 pad or paper that would work. And then I just used my silhouette to offset the cut file, and then cut out the letters for the word baking from that paper from Mittens and Mistletoe. So long explanation. It made it so much easier than tracing and backing and doing all that. So I like to do that when I can, and it's really easy if you're going to use just one solid cardstock, or you can also do it with multiple different, I shouldn't say cardstock, pattern papers. You can also do it with multiple pattern papers. You just have to make sure the letters are offset but like spread apart, so that when you put the papers on your craft mat, on the cutting mat, that they are far enough apart that you can cut them, if that makes sense. Maybe you've done something like that. Okay, so I kind of have everything laid out like I want it to be. And I took a picture because I didn't want to take everything off and then have to put everything back kind of where I had it. So I like to do that, especially when I have things laid out like I want it. I'll take a picture. And yes, I used a lot of these little super adorable gingerbread people. They were just so cute, and of course it made me think of baking. I try to stick as close to the theme that I'm using or that I'm doing, but I used a house because we were at home when we baked. The snowman was just cute and I needed to fill that spot. This was in December. We had our Christmas tree up. So I try to use pieces that went with the theme, but also, of course, this is Christmas time, so a lot of the pieces in this collection are going to be perfect. So I first started adhering things down with liquid glue, but I was like, oh no, I need to use some foam adhesive because my letters, which were those stickers, they look like little cutout cookies or gingerbread cookies, are thickers obviously, so they have foam. So I wanted to get some more dimension throughout the rest of the layout other than just the thickers. So I'm going to go back. I had to tear that one off and tear off that other little poinsettia, is that how you say it? Poinsettia, and branch piece. And now I'm adding foam adhesive to the pieces that I feel like need it. Some are going to go flat like this little gingerbread, and some will have foam adhesive. So all in all, by the time I finished this layout, I used 10 of those little gingerbread people. They were just so cute, and I felt like they were the perfect thing to kind of just spread out and make it all kind of cohesive and run together. Like the theme is there, right? Christmas baking. I also used that little cute right there by my picture. I just took it off. Gingerbread cookie tree, so 11 if you count that. I'm gonna back my photo that I have at the top so that it kind of stands out from this little ephemera card a little better, and then I will adhere that flat down. I don't know if you saw when I took that, I got that white paper out to back. I keep a photo or page protector full of scrap cardstock, mostly whites, blacks, tans, any shade of brown, vellum, just so like if I need a quick photo mat, it's there and I don't need to go searching for it anywhere. I have like a little rolling cart that I keep all my pieces, whatever collection I'm using at the time, out. I stick it in the little rolling cart, and then I have that that page protector full of scraps right there, so I can just grab it easily. So I'm putting out the thickers now. I am going to end up moving them a little bit. They're a little bit too spaced, but I'm actually going to do that off camera. So after I have the whole layout together, I end up moving them. But I'm just using that picture that I took on my phone, as you can see there to the left, to kind of get everything where I had it, because I really liked the way I had things placed, and I think I did shift things a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's exactly where I had it. Alright, so just getting it all glued down. A couple pieces I will go back with that foam adhesive and just kind of pop up like the top part of the piece, the ephemera, so where that snowman is, the little gingerbread that's next to it, I kind of put a little foam adhesive square underneath the head so that it kind of gives a little dimension at the top, since I have dimension throughout the rest of the layout. So just trying to figure out, I didn't want to cover that 25 that's circled on December, so I'm trying to figure out how I can get the tree so that it's not doing that, and get the little gingerbread man. I just think they're the cutest thing ever. I used out of that die cut pack, which I think I pulled all of them out I think there might have been one I didn't use that I didn't pull that had like white, like a white border on it, I believe. I used all but two. So I definitely was loving the gingerbread people, because there's girls in there too. So I kind of have them scattered out in 7 different places. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. So, and here is where I'm gonna add that foam adhesive behind a few places so that it just gives that dimension. I think I've mentioned it in other videos that I try not to use a lot of foam adhesive on layouts just because they take up so much room in the albums, but with this one, since those stickers are on there, I felt like it was necessary. I'm just going to add a little sentiment sticker at the bottom, and then off camera I did move those letters, and then I added a couple border stickers on the bottom, as you can see. I just felt like that finished off the layout nicely. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to hop along. I forgot to mention that if you leave a comment on each of the videos in the YouTube hop, you will be entered into a drawing to win a $25 gift card to the Cherry Shop. So make sure to do that. Maybe tell me your favorite holiday tradition or favorite tradition in general this time of year. Thank you for stopping, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.